Hey, what's going on, guys? Flickify here, and today I've got episode number 7 of my Chelsea career mode, and it has been a long time since I've done a Chelsea career mode episode, about 2 months to be exact, but I figured I was well due to make an episode, so here we are. And if you do appreciate these episodes and you want to see some more of them, be sure to hit the like button below or drop a comment for me to respond to. If we can see some good support on these career mode videos, I'm going to try to get one out every day, so if that's any incentive for you to like the videos, be sure to do that down below. But here's the squad report. Not too many changes since the last episode. It's more of a refresher than anything since it's been so long. Here I'm just showing you the stats for the Champions Cup as well as the Barclays Premier League. You see we got a couple of good top goal scorers. Van Persie and Cristiano Ronaldo doing quite well. Buffon having 2 clean sheets. Lindegaard has 2 clean sheets here, and I believe I will move on to the Barclays Premier League here in a second. And Michu's leading the league with 6 goals. Sturridge right behind him, which is actually pretty realistic, at least the Sturridge part. Holtby's doing pretty well, and Stecklenburg rocking it in the clean sheets, as well as Lindegaard. And here we just get a couple emails, a whole 6,000 added to our transfer budget, which is not very significant, especially for a team like Chelsea. But we did suffer a very minimal training injury. David Luiz out for 4 days, so I do rest him for the upcoming match. And Gary Cahill is pretty happy with the amount of playtime that he's getting, despite the fact that he is not a first-team player. He's more of a squad rotational player. That about sums up his role for the team. But here we got another match in the Champions Cup against Zenit. And if you guys can remember way back, we did lose to them in the first match that we played against them in the Champions Cup, and they are leading the table, so we got to make sure we do well. Really, it's just between us and Zenit, so if we can do well against them, then we will be sitting very nicely at the top of the league table. But of course, they've got a lot of great players. I mean, Hulk on the right, Danny on the left, and just a ton of good players, including Axel Witsel, and a lot of potential in their team as well. But of course, we've got a lot of potential in ours. I did decide to give Salah the start because he was a little unhappy with his play time. But here, Kurzkopf gets the first opportunity. He puts that wide to the left, though. Czech did come out and force a bit of pressure on him. But here, Ramirez is going to pick up the ball. He's going to play it outside to Kalas. I did give him the start at the right back position. And he finds Salah. Salah's going to find Eto'o. Eto'o managed to get around the defense, but it is saved well by the keeper, and it goes out for a corner kick. But Ashley Cole picks up the ball right here. He's going to go with an ambitious attempt from inside the area, and it's going to be Ramirez who cleans things up with a simple rebound goal, making us have the 1-0 lead. And here Eto's just making a nuisance, getting us the ball back. Ramirez picks the ball up. It's going to be Salah on the wing. He's going to play it over the top, through ball to Eto'o. Eto'o manages to get by the defender. He is a 3-on-1 at this point. He goes with an opportunity, but a great save by the keeper. Hazard with a very ambitious attempt, but nothing happened on that one. It goes out for a goal kick. Costa's going to pick the ball up again, but he gets it stolen this time on the left-hand side, and a great through ball played in through to Danny. Danny with the dribbling skills, and having had such a great season last year, this I don't know how well represented it is in career mode, but he was a very much a nuisance. Him as well as Hulk, they were very good on the wings. That one being just barely offsides, but after the offsides, Cole, we do pick up a free kick, of course. It's going to be Czech who takes it, and he's just going to boot this one up the field. Trying to survey where to kick the ball. He just kicks it straight in the center, and we get the ball stolen from us. Here, Axel Witsel picks the ball up over the top through ball, played to Hulk like I was talking about. They were just creating lots of chances. Luckily for us that time, that one did go just to the left, and I thought that one had gone in. But here, Eto'o picks the ball up. Great bit of play by him and whoever made that pass, and look at that for a chip. Hits the post, goes on in, and that gives us a astounding 2-0 lead away from home. So a great goal by Eto'o, just chipping it right over the keeper. Of course, we're going to be seeing the replays for that one, and he celebrates in Gangnam style fashion. Here, an over-the-top through ball. I think that might have been Oscar. Not too positive, though, but there, we're going to focus on the chip. Just a beautiful chip into the corner of the net, and just a perfect chip. I mean, I really started to use that technique a little bit more, because if you can time it right and get enough power on it, the keeper's not going to save it. Plus, it looks spectacular. There you can see the keeper has no opportunity to save that one. The defenders are just watching that ball go in, and that really was the main difference between us and the game. You can see Terry getting pumped right there, but a 2-0 win is huge for us, especially away from home. Definitely better than a 1-0 win, so it was a good thing that Eto'o managed to pick up that goal late in the match. But as you can see from the stats, we pretty much dominated that game with 12 shots compared to their, I think it was 7, so we definitely dominated that game and deserved the victory. But we do have a match here in the Barclays Premier League against West Brom, and I don't think I mentioned it yet. I have upped the difficulty up to Legendary. to match my Kaiserslautern career mode, just because I thought it would provide for more of a challenge, because we actually haven't lost in the Premier League yet, so I figured it was about time for me to step up the difficulty to the highest difficulty, and that way it's a little bit more realistic. That way I'll lose a couple of games, because it's not very likely that a team's going to go undefeated in the Barclays Premier League, which was the case for us, at least going into this episode. But here against West Brom, we're going to jump all the way to the second half, because the first half was not very eventful, but we played over the top to Schürrle. Schürrle chips it over to Willian. Willian has a go, and it's going to be Schürrle with the diving header right there with the defender right on his back. But we're going to stick with the Gangnam Style celebration, just because once I start doing it, I can't stop, man. It's addicting. But a good goal from Schürrle, just showing that he can be a very clinical finisher inside the box, and he's also very good on the wings. But only a couple of minutes later, just some spotty defending by me, and it's going to be Nicholas Anelka who scores a very, very simple goal. And he is definitely showing the love to me from my poor defending to give him that very simple opportunity. And that was just a mistake on my part. I probably wasn't paying enough attention, and I really should have been, because once you get a goal against legendary difficulty, you have to play strong defensively if you do want to win the match. Here, Nicholas Anelka plays it into St. Clair, and that was a great save by Czech, and a nice follow-up save by as well. Had he not made that save, it could have very well been a rebound goal. But here they get the ball again on the wing, and this guy's just going to play it through to Sessegnon. Sessegnon goes with the finesse shot. Czech makes another good foot save, and he is the reason we stayed in this match. Here, Brunt's going to pick up the ball. He's going to play it to Morrison. Morrison plays it back to Brunt. Brunt has a go, but again, Czech with the huge save, and a nice job by Ashley Cole, keeping that from going out for a corner kick. But Anelka picks the ball up again. It's going to be Guerra. He has an opportunity. Czech makes a good save. Sessegnon tries to chip us, but it does hit the post. Czech nearly walks that into the goal, but we do walk away with a draw on this one, 1-1. So it could have definitely been a better result against West Brom. I was definitely looking for a victory, but if you can see the stats, I think we were very lucky to walk out with a draw and picking up the single point and still being at the top of the Barclays Premier League, which is nothing to complain about. But we do have a final episode here, or final match here against West Ham. This one is also away. There you can check out the league table. We have a 4-point advantage, but that is not very telling since we are one game down. So if we do pick up 3 points, we would have a 7-point lead, which is pretty nice for this early on in the season. And if we can continue this form, it definitely looks like we will be able to finish at the top of the league, which is definitely our goal for this year, as well as doing well in the Champions Cup. Hopefully winning both of them would be outstanding to see. But you know, West Ham, the thing with them is that they are a very difficult team to play against. I mean, they usually do have the likes of Andy Carroll up front, Vaste on the sides, and it just proves difficult for me sometimes to beat them. There you can see their starting lineup. Andy Carroll did not get the start. He was on the bench, and Borrello did get the start at the striker position. I do skip over ours just because I think I forgot it, and I accidentally clicked over it and didn't wait for it to load up in the menu screen, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. I didn't make any major changes in our starting 11. Borrello gets the first opportunity. Czech makes a very, very good save to get a piece of that ball, and our defense does well to hold strong and not allow that one to go in. But here, Eden Hazard plays the ball to Eto'o. Eto'o tries to play it over the top back to Eden Hazard, but they take it away. It's going to be Noble who picks it up and finds Borrello. Borrello is going to play it, or Borriello, excuse me, is going to play it to Noble. Noble is going to get an opportunity, crosses this one in, and it's going to be Nolan, who has some very good heading stats, especially for a center attacking mid, and he will manage to make it 1-0 for West Ham in the 19th minute. But here it's going to be Armero on the outside. He's going to find Taylor. Taylor is going to be waiting for the opportunity, and he's just dribbling, waiting for that opportunity yet again, but it seems like none of our defenders want to defend against him. He sends in the cross, and it is defended well. Nostrino picks the ball up. He's going to find Vaste. Vaste has a go. Decent save by Czech, but it rebounds correctly right to one of their players. And he's just going to tap that one and making it 2-0 for West Ham just before the half in the 42nd minute. So that was a tough goal to concede, especially since we did not have the momentum to start with. So I really wanted to go into half only down 1 goal, because you can come back from that, but coming back from 2 goals is definitely a feat. And no one picks the ball up again, and it was 3 goals for West Ham, and that pretty much was the dagger. And I don't know, sometimes it's just so difficult to play against the CPU, especially on legendary difficulty, and that was the case in this match. However, we didn't give up. We do manage to go on the counterattack right here, and this is really the only way we were able to get back in the game. This time I played over the top to Hazard. Hazard's got the pace. He's going to manage to get by the defender, and he's going to shoot it across the keeper, making it 1 goal back for us, which was a I don't know, it it was a decent goal, and it was nice to get on the score sheet here. We try to get a couple more goals. Pogba's going to wait for an opportunity. He's going to find Weiser on the outside. Mitchell Weiser is going to look for the cross, goes to the outside yet again, sends in the cross, and unfortunately that one was nowhere. Charlotte managed to get by the defenders here, has a go, thought that one went in, but it was not meant to be, and we lose this one 3-1, so a very tough match, and we lose our first match of the Barclays Premier League season. But guys, if you did enjoy this episode today, be sure to let me know by leaving a like rating down below or leaving a comment, and of course subscribe to the channel for some future career mode content. Other than that, guys, this has been FlickFi. I'll be talking to y'all again soon.